You are now listening to the Please Delete This podcast on WBRU 360 Degrees and Black Experience and Sound.
Yo.
Yes.
We here. Guys, you made it. Mommy, I made it. In the studio.
Ooh.
Sounds fancy.
We got Darren.
Bim, that's me.
Why you acting different today?
Like, yo, that's your cue. You say your name at the
I'm
same
usually
time.
looking at Jen from like all the way all across the room,
You
so.
want me to back up?
Yeah,
No,
please.
go ahead.
Do it again.
Okay. All right, boom. In the studio, we got Darren.
Bim.
Genevieve.
And we are the Please Delete This podcast in the WBRU 101.1 FM studio. Yeah.
We here.
What up, folks?
Don't tell my boss.
I definitely couldn't wait to call out yesterday.
He was like,
Sure
oh,
enough.
you got a doctor's appointment? I'm like, nah, I just got something to do real quick.
Some more point.
But we here. But I wanted to kick it off, though, by saying shout out to Franchise and the whole crew for giving us the platform to do what we do.
I always said when I first heard you guys' podcast, I was going to try my hardest to see if I can get you. It took me a year.
Hey, listen.
I was trying. I stayed in touch with you guys every chance I could.
Hey, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. Big up to you.
Sure enough.
So, guys,
What up?
we forgot to talk about something last week. For those who don't follow us on a regular show, make sure you follow us and PLSDLTHIS on Instagram and all that good stuff. But we were talking about the verses, or we didn't get to talk about the verses.
Right, so here's why this is important. 2 weeks ago, Jen said, oh, snap.
We can't record.
There's no way we're recording
I'm not
on
coming
Thursday. Because they had announced last minute Bobby Brown, Keith Sweat versus at the Essence Fest.
Yes.
So last week we recorded, and it was Darren's birthday. There was a lot going on. There were ribs and stuff. So we didn't talk about it. So
Good ribs, I might add.
you enjoy it.
I did.
God bless. It was from the soul.
I appreciate you, brother.
You my rib, but you my rib.
And that's why you eat your meat.
All right. Right. Back on verses.
Yeah. So versus. First of all, Darren.
No.
Why don't you ever watch them?
Because guys.
This was such a good one, though.
I know.
You've never seen one?
I've seen a couple. I don't have a good attention span when it comes to just sitting and watching music. I don't know.
Did you see any of the good ones where they actually had performances, or did you see from cell phone to cell phone?
I've seen like the Beanie and
Beanie hasn't been on there.
Yeah.
Oh, Beanie Man.
Yes.
I thought you Beanie Siegel.
Wow.
Sorry. Because that's one that might come. That one might come.
that sounds scary.
Yeah.
But I seen a couple of course the Erykah Badu one. I was being nosy with that one, but yeah.
Why is it nosy?
I don't know. Let's go on. Keith Sweat, Bobby Brown.
Do you know who Keith Sweat is?
I think I have a good idea.
Have you
Bobby
heard of
Brown?
Robert Brown from Roxbury?
Here's what I think happened with Darren before we touch on verses. He lives no longer in Providence.
Here we go.
Neither does Franchise. That's not an excuse.
Facts.
But see, Franchise is of the culture. Always been
Wow.
actively
Darren's a whole
DJing.
DJ.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Wow.
He does weddings.
Wow.
Ain't you do one where you didn't play any hip hop?
Wow.
How about that?
How about that?
The flamethrower
We're
is
gonna,
out.
me and Bim are gonna talk.
But see, Darren, it's important because your children, they gonna listen to what you listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't show the kids the verses, how they gonna know?
You're right though.
The children are the future.
You're
Remember
right
how
there.
you said the first hip hop album you ever heard was?
It was like the Fugees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Listen, guys. Listen. I'll leave.
No, you must stay.
We're just looking out for the younger you. You know?
Literally,
Yeah.
younger me.
Sure enough.
So,
Yes,
Versus.
versus. So Darren didn't watch it. So Jen,
Yes, sir.
since we had to rearrange the podcast schedule for the verses,
Of course.
I would like your
I mean, you
take.
didn't have to. You could have just had somebody else
Oh,
record
no.
in my space.
I didn't say this for jokes purposes, but I wasn't recording on Thursday either.
I know that's right.
I was watching this.
any excuse.
So Jen, what'd you think?
Oh my God, it was the best, worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God, it was so satisfying. So good.
So terrible. So good and terrible.
So good and terrible. Uncle Keith was so drunk. When he said that we got something in common, Ciroc part, I think I fell out.
Well, break it down for anybody who may not have seen it. How'd that go exactly?
Okay, so we have Bob Brown and we have Keith Sweat. I've seen Keith Sweat live at Twin River. It's actually a very lit show. I kind of want to go again. And I have not seen New Edition of Bobby Brown live, which really upsets me still to this day. So people
Probably
was,
not gonna happen either.
I know, it's so sad. It's so sad. So everybody was kind of counting out Keith, and I'm like, yo, he got hits. If I didn't see him live and see people going crazy for him, I would have forgotten. So they got up there and versus sponsored by Ciroc, and Keith was on that Ciroc, and well, when Bobby Brown gotta ask you if you got a designated driver, it's a long night.
So we're gonna get back to the versus talk, but first up, we got Young Blue featuring Chris Brown and 2 Chainz. Baddest, all the baddies.
Not bad, guys, not bad.
It's a whole lot of money.
We're back in the studio with the Please Do This Pod Squad. Yeah.
Yes.
We're talking about verses, right?
Yeah, we were talking verses, and it was wild. It was wild. Key Sweat got very drunk. Bobby Brown, although overweight, and the vocals were not the same,
They're not the same as mine. Never mind. They're the same as his.
he could still hold a note, though.
Which note?
Oh, come on now. Be nice.
A low C?
Low C. I don't know enough about music to call a note.
A B flat?
It was a little gargly, but he tried.
He tried. But at the end of the day, what I wanted out of the verses happened. I wanted to hear Thug Lovin'.
Okay.
Darren, do you know that song?
Of course I know that.
God bless.
Where is Ja Rule?
Where is he? To control all of this. And also the Ghostbusters joint that Bobby Brown had.
Yes.
Oh, I got up and was dancing.
Yes.
Oh, I got on up.
Union bad knees?
What's that?
Union bad knees?
My knees
knees
almost
good
not
now.
bad no more.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But Keith Sweat, the songs that he wrote in his own hits, I think he got the edge and won.
I will agree with that because I feel like Bobby Brown played his most low-key songs ever made.
It was odd.
And I think it has to be like a licensing thing. Like either he couldn't get the rights to play, because if you've seen the New Edition movie and the Bobby Brown movie, they got jerked in their deals when they were in their heyday.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of that good stuff he just probably couldn't play.
Actually, to your point, I didn't know this. To do verses, all that music has to already be on Apple Music. That's why a lot of times they go, why didn't they play such and such? Has to be on Apple Music.
Because Brandy ran into that same thing. She couldn't do one of her big songs because whatever, probably not on Apple
Wasn't on
Music.
Apple Music. I mean, if they're the sponsor, you want to do what they said?
Is that right?
Where the
Hey.
money reside? Where the money reside?
All day.
Wait.
But, go ahead, D.
I was going to say, the real winners. Us.
Say it again, Trey.
Wow. I said it right.
Did you?
The real winners
There we go.
is us.
We always win.
Not
Yes.
us, because Darren, you didn't watch.
Okay, y'all.
Wow.
Thank
Users. Use guys.
You guys.
You would be called a poser, Darren.
How can I be a poser if I didn't claim to watch
Because
it?
you said we
You
won.
said we
Okay,
won.
because I got to experience the memes. I was in there. I was in here, John.
Judge.
Nah, ja.
Darren laughs multilingual.
Wait. Ha. Ja.
See?
Bon.
So talented.
So much charisma.
Shoot. But we were kind of harsh. Not really harsh because we didn't know where Versus was going to go after the deal with Triller and all of that. But I must say, between the Bow Wow and Soulja Boy one, the Key Sweat and Bobby Brown one,
Shout out to Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, by the way.
that one was fire.
I love them.
So I'm optimistic. Let them come somewhere around us. I'll be part of that limited audience if possible. I like it.
Oh, that'd be so great.
I'm sold.
Because like the Red Man and Method Man one, I felt like that crowd could have been more hype. I would have loved to have been in that crowd.
Yeah, and I think they were limited with how many people they could have brought on. But at some point, they damn near brought everybody that was there on stage. So, I mean,
We here.
but they
Vax
killing
that thing
it.
up.
Yeah, they, what did you just say to me,
You heard
Jen?
what she said.
Vax
That's
that
a
thing
terrible song.
up.
Darren, you a pretty handsome
Isn't it?
fella. Want to vax that thing up?
Why did he do that?
You a pretty handsome fella,
Yo,
Darren.
pretty handsome fella. Why
Go on and
don't you
vax that thing up.
He was really on MSNBC all day the other day
Why?
promoting that.
Why?
So
Why?
did y'all see that it's BLK, which I believe is a
Like a dating app or
dating app
something?
for black folks.
Oh, that's why.
So they must have gave him the bag in association with Fauci or whoever's in charge of
Oh
this stuff
my
now.
God.
To
But my thing is they use this person named Scott's name. If it's a black dating app, I don't know too many black Scotts.
how you know?
I'm just saying, I personally,
What black dating app you on?
I ain't on no black dating
How you
apps.
know?
I'm just saying, as far as names go,
Do you know a Scott?
you know a black Scott?
I don't know. I think I know one. I think I know one who just resurfaced.
That was
over
so
the-
perfect.
right. I gotta go.
Black Scott. That
Better
is a
question.
tough one.
Do you know any names that would rhyme with shot that they could have used instead of Scott?
A black name? No.
So I guess they get that then.
Yeah, you got to work with what goes in the song.
Mock.
You know what I'm saying? What did you just say?
You gotta say mock.
Mock.
Different
Mock.
word.
No, but you know what though? How much money would y'all take to ruin a classic song that you made?
I'll ruin any song for any amount of money.
I ruined one last year in February. I ruined it. Yes, I ruined it.
Well,
Let's get into a real classic. Forget about it.
yeah, so in honor of Keith Sweat for We Believe winning that versus, we are now going to go right into I Want Her.
Old people tune.
40 plus, what up with you today?
Yes, sir.
Darren, how old you turn?
38.
Oh, you right there.
Yes, sir.
You right there.
Oh, God, I'm about to sweat like Keith.
Yo, we back in the studio, 101.1 FM WBRU. Yeah, the Pod Squad, please leave this. Yo, that laugh. I try so hard not to mimic it when I'm at home by myself.
Oh, he tries to mimic your laugh, franchise.
It's a famous laugh.
I'm sorry. It's all due respect. Brother Bim,
Yeah.
how you doing, Bren?
I'm cool, man. What's up?
Are you good at spelling?
No.
Okay. Jen's good at spelling.
Yeah, I heard Legends of Jen and the Spelling Bee.
It's a real tough time.
Genevieve and the Bee, if you will.
Hey.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Genevieve.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I heard Franchise talking this morning about his
Jeez.
heartbreaking spelling bee stumble. Mine is actually, no pun intended, worse. It was 5th grade. I was so excited. And the word was worse. And because I don't listen, I heard worst. So I'm confident as hell. I'm like, WORST, worst. And they were like,
Shit with all attitude.
like, right.
Give me my win.
Like, that's why we give you a sentence with it. I'll never forget it. I was so upset.
Skip to the sentence. I don't need that. I don't need it.
And then a couple years later, I won the school one, so I was supposed to go to City, but I had back surgery and I couldn't go.
Oh.
So I was like, you guys can't like get a wheelchair and wheel me up? They were like, nah.
Well, you don't got to stand to spell. Why they ain't do
I
that?
could spell sitting down.
Come on now.
But no.
Right.
I
Hallelujah.
didn't get to avenge myself.
So this is why this is important, listeners. Darren,
Yeah.
franchise.
Yeah.
Jen could have been the first. We never know. She could have been the first
She could've.
African American to win the spelling bee. You know what I'm saying? But
You effed up.
I did.
it's okay. Fast forward to 2021.
I left the door open for this lovely.
She don't know you, but that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Jen laid down so she could fly.
I know that's right.
So we got young queen, Zayla Avant-Grande. Pardon me if I'm not saying it right.
You should have had Darren read that French last name.
No, Darren, no.
That's why I didn't write it in my notes.
But she became the first African American Scripps National Spelling Bee champion.
Yes.
But here's the stunt, though. Here's the stunt. That's not even her real hustle.
It's nothing.
She do that on the
On the
side.
side, it's nothing.
do hair on the
It's
weekends.
It's a hobby.
She holds 3 Guinness World Records related to dribbling basketballs. So if you go on her Instagram, this was per the Bleacher Report. If you go on Highlight Her Instagram page, they have clips of her, and she's dribbling 3-4 basketballs at one time.
Actually balancing on another ball while she's dribbling.
Exactly. And for people who think, oh, she just got handled, no, the jumper is wet too.
No, that's
So
right.
and then what?
Split
the jumper
splash.
is wet.
Don't she have a record for like dribbling the most dribbles in like a minute?
Yeah, that's one of the 3 records that she holds. So how you go over to hoop and show how you get down, on the court. Hey, coach, I'll be right back. I just gotta go win this spelling bee real quick.
It's light work.
I'll be right back.
Light work.
You know what would be so fire if while she was spelling, she was dribbling?
Come on now! Come on now!
Nothing.
Shoot!
Normal Tuesday for me.
Yeah, come you other little international kids, come do this.
Come do this.
Come on, raise the bar.
Nah.
The bar. No, but super proud of her because it's been accomplishment after accomplishment, for queens that we've been seeing, whether it's Olympics or National Spelling Bee or just being great in your day-to-day, man. I love to see it, as the kids say. It's super fire.
I like it.
Super
Now,
duper.
are either one of you motivated to try to get your spelling up now?
Absolutely not.
Darren?
I'll proofread a little bit better.
Yo, listen, the struggle with Darren, like
Yo,
every time
man.
he posts something on our
can
Instagram,
tell.
I know it's him.
You could tell.
Because he
Yeah.
misses a whole word. It's not like he spells
You know what
something
it is?
wrong.
I get so excited. I'll get excited. Oh, yeah. Boom, boom, send. And I'll be like, I missed like 3-4 words. Oh, no. And then I'll try to edit before Jen sees it. And then, but the stupid me, I'll edit on Instagram and I don't edit on Facebook. And then like later in the week, she'd be like, yeah, so you gonna spell, you gonna fix that?
You gonna put that preposition in there or not?
So with that said, tell the people our Instagram again so they can see Darren's errors.
The right way.
Yes. On Instagram, PLSDELTHIS. On Twitter, the same handle. On YouTube, we are Please Delete This. On Facebook, we are Please Delete This. Anywhere you look, we are Please Delete This. Make sure you follow our social media platforms. And while you're following us, make sure you check out
Jasmine Sullivan, pick up your feelings, ladies. Let's go.
WBRU 101.1 FM. You are with the pod squad. Please delete this in the building. Guys, you know, I have a bunch of stupid questions in my head. So here we are.
Get them out, bro.
You got to deal with this one.
You
So,
can't let that fester.
right. So I'm giving the boys a bath the other day, right? And
What boys?
my boys.
Got to make sure people know
Yeah,
what's
I would
happening.
say,
Your
yeah.
My,
son.
they out here just thinking
children.
I'm bathing boys.
They're gonna dial 911 and wait for you to finish, Darren. You gotta be clear, bro.
I got to be concise.
Yes.
My sons, my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old, right?
They're not teenagers.
I don't know. That's small boys.
Darren, you gotta be clear. It's
I
important.
forgot where I am.
You wanna get canceled?
Immediately. Franchise, I heard him. So I was bathing my young boys,
There
my
you go.
4-year-old, my 2-year-old, and it was time to get dressed. And of course, getting them dressed is like a hassle in itself, right? So I'm like, okay, here's your clothes. Please get dressed. I'm gonna quickly go to the bathroom. When I come back, be dressed. I come back, the 4-year-old just has socks on.
God bless.
Okay, so I'm like, why did you
I've seen
put?
movies that start like that.
But, I've seen movies that end like that too. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, wait. Why did you put on your socks first? Like, don't you want to put on your underwear first? And he's like, I don't know. Which, of course, in my head, like, well, why would you put on socks first? Okay, so what is the order? What is the proper order that you get dressed in?
Wait, did the other son stick the landing?
No, he was completely naked. He doesn't listen.
He did not get the
He
assignment.
did not. No, not at all. I don't know what I was thinking leaving the room.
I was gonna say because you
Why-
kind of that
why
was
would I set myself up?
yeah.
But anyway.
That's why Darren needs his own show. Old Darren. He's coming to a sitcom station.
That's good. That sounds dope.
We talk about it all the time.
The
Old
show
Darren
writes
needs to
itself, franchise. It writes itself. Real talk.
be- It really does.
So, my question to you guys, not that I need to know specifics.
No, you do.
No,
I
you
do.
do, because it's a question. It's a
Yes.
specific question.
The order that you put on your clothes to get you fresh out the shower, towel on. What are you putting on first, second, third, fourth?
Jen, a lot of men want to know.
Wow.
Wow.
That just made this weird.
That's how I do.
Well, I start with undergarments,
Hey, which one though?
knickers,
What?
Yo, knickers.
knickers and brassiere.
Okay.
What does that mean?
That means underwear.
Yeah, I thought knickers were socks. Knickers.
Which underwear?
were socks.
What do you mean which underwear?
Be detailed.
Wow. Bim is in there.
And then,
She's like, disregard.
and then I. It depends on what order I pick stuff out in. Like this morning, I was like, there's a lot of pressure going on the radio. Even though people can't see me, I gotta pick the right
Gotta look
sneakers.
right.
So I gotta figure out the sneaker game first. Then I probably make sure I get pants that go well with those sneakers. So I usually put the pants on and then a shirt.
So you're trying your sneakers with your undergarments?
No. I just pick them out. I just grab them.
Okay. So you have your whole outfit on the bed.
I was wondering the same thing.
Thank
too.
you.
Stuff, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, so it's underwear.
Check out
pants.
Jen's OnlyFans.
Shush.
She puts on her undergarments and the freshest
No,
J's.
that, you know what? That might be a thing. It might be a thing.
I just want my 5% or whatever agency.
All right, so we're doing undergarments, pants, shirt. Last thing is socks because that actually takes me the longest time.
Really?
And then
Last
shoes.
socks.
Socks is
That's
the
weird.
hardest decision of my morning.
So you got your jeans or whatever on, and then you put socks on?
Yeah, but it depends on the socks. Like depends on the pants. Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I put on a certain pant or bottom and the socks don't work with it, then I'm not wearing those socks. And if it don't work with the sneakers, I'm not wearing them socks.
Even if it's jeans.
Even if it's jeans.
Apparently the sock game is a big thing. I don't know nothing about socks.
Yeah. If it's jeans, I don't want to wear really high socks because then it's uncomfortable.
No,
Beautiful.
I
See,
just
I
need
love
comfy
those.
socks.
Firehawk socks.
Yeah. With jeans, you don't wear like super high socks because then if you're wearing skinny jeans, you know,
Ah.
I've said enough. Go ahead, Bim.
I don't know much about that. But Darren, to answer your question, boxers first.
Right.
Boxers,
Yeah.
then socks. It's Jen, I'm sorry.
Wow. Second?
Second.
Wow.
Because I kind of know what I'm wearing already, so it's like,
can-
all right, I'm going to go with these socks.
Out the gate?
Yeah.
I can switch it up. I'll do
Switch it up.
drawers and then I'll do like a sleeveless tee or tee,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll do socks, pants, and shirt or whatever.
So you walk around
Yeah.
with your shirt
Yeah.
and your boxers,
Yeah.
and then you do the socks.
And then I'll do the socks.
So you like Winnie the Pooh a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
God bless.
Thank you, Bim. Now I walk around the house saying, "Oh bother."
I see why you got married and mad kids, dog. He's just Winnie the Pooh.
I'm ready.
Boom, another kid.
Anytime.
Hang it up.
Hey man,
I can dig it.
Don't bend over like that. You be careful.
See? And we understand. And because of that, we gonna play "Crush on You" by Lil Kim and Lil C, because that's how you got your wife. You gotta crush it off of your Pooh vibes.
Hi baby.
Let's go.
Hi baby.
All right, we're back. You're in the studio with the Please Delete This podcast.
Yeah.
If anyone's enjoying this nonsense that we talk, we do this once a week and we put it out on Fridays.
Right.
So if you want to watch the pod, it's on YouTube. Just search Please Delete This and hit that subscribe button. How you say it, Ben?
Smash the like button and hit the subscribe.
And then we
Over here.
we point
Subscribe somewhere. You know how to do it.
If you just want to listen to audio while you're at work or something, you can go on SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple, wherever they stream, even Pandora, which we're still confused how we're on
How
there.
did that happen?
But yeah, that's what we said.
How?
Right.
For those who still use Pandora, we down.
Check to see if I'm on Pandora real quick. Yeah, y'all go ahead. Let me do some investigating here.
Well, we didn't do nothing to make it happen. So yeah, yeah. So if you're enjoying, just check us out once a week. Check us out on social media and check us out on YouTube.
Yeah. So we typically talk weekends on the podcast, but we gonna skip that. But I'm a big fight fan. I'm a big fan of pugilist activities.
Ooh, spell that.
I can't though. I can't. But so big fight this weekend, UFC. Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. This is their third fight. Conor won the first one by knockout. Dustin won the second one by knockout. So everybody's like, okay, what's going to happen? First round of the fight, Conor starts off aggressive and he seems to be winning about 2 minutes in. But then Dustin takes over, gets Conor to the ground, vicious elbows to the face.
Yeah, why would you watch this?
Because
you hear yourself?
It's fun. So Conor gets up, he stands up with about 30 seconds left. And before he tries to come and throw a punch, he steps back. Breaks his tibia completely.
Tibia?
Yes. I learned it after. I don't know what that is
It's
exactly.
right in front of the fibia or behind it.
There you go. So to the point where you can see it before he hits the ground, his foot is off to the side. So, ref doesn't see it right away. So Dustin comes up and throws a few punches to this man who just broke his tibia.
Ouch.
So needless to say, the fight ends after round one. On most judges' cards, Dustin was up 10-8. Conor is on the ground, disheveled, angry, PO'd, if you will, and he's talking junk to Dustin. And there's some history. I won't get into the history. I don't know if we have the time. But he proceeds to call Dustin's wife everything but a child of God. He calls her a whore, if you will, right?
All right, black youngster.
And the B word, right? Now, I'm watching the fight with the wife. I make her watch the violence with me. And naturally, she turns to me and says, if someone called me a hoe, and we were out and about, would you fight them? Now, I'm 37 years of age, ladies and gentlemen. Things have changed in my life.
Drastically.
And I turned to my wife, and with all the love and sense and oldness, I said, no. No, I'm not fighting anyone. No.
Clutching my pearls. No.
I will not. Too many things can happen. I've seen it. You hit this guy this way, they fall and bang their head, they're done. I get hit the wrong way, I'm injured now. I just came off of a leg injury. I'm not getting hurt again off of words.
Did she not see the man break his ankle?
Darren, that's why I said you don't see the man.
She didn't see you break your own.
Jen, and that was dancing.
You were dancing.
Imagine
You
me
were
being
celebratory.
assaulted. Yes. Imagine me being assaulted because somebody said
bringing
something.
money.
Defend your honor.
Yes. So, Darren.
Listen, my wife, God bless her soul, she's a fighter between the two of us.
God
So,
bless.
Hey, somebody want to come out their neck, you better hope I get to you before she does. And I'm not going to move that quick, so she's going to get to you first. I'm going to move out. She's going to push me out the way, and she's going to strangle you. So I don't have to fight.
So no fighting for you. The wife got it.
You know a better question, Bim? Would they fight for us?
My wife's not fighting.
Okay.
See, maybe it's a better question for you because she's the fighter. My wife never been in a fight, so she's not fighting anybody. I used to fight, but that was when I was dumb. When I think back at the times where I did fight in the club or somewhere, it's like, man, why you do that? You ain't had to do that.
Why you do that?
Why
Damn.
you do that, though? Jen,
Yes.
you fighting? Would you? Would you expect your significant other to fight on your behalf?
No, because I don't go into that that barbaric type thing, like, oh, machismo, I gotta prove myself, bar fight thing. It's not attractive to me. So.
And do you see any instance outside of the verbal thing where your man would have to come to your honor with the fisticuffs?
If that was gonna happen, it would have happened already, because I talk a lot of wild nonsense.
Oh, you're the talker. You're the one that gets the man in danger.
Because I'm assuming she has to be that type, right?
I'm
assuming
she run her mouth.
type, right?
But look, we gonna see if maybe we can open up the phone line, see if anybody would fight in their person's honor. But for now, let's get into some WizKid featuring Thames. Essence, Niger, stand up.
Yo, we back in the studio. WBRU, please lead us in the building. I have another dumb question.
Wait, hold on. So we didn't give the number last time for folks if they wanted to call in to see if they would defend their honor physically if someone insults their significant other.
If you're dumb enough to get out here and fight for words, I want to hear about it. 412-850-360. Once again, 412-850-360. And once again, this is stemming from
the fight between Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier over this weekend, the UFC fight. Conor McGregor, with his broken tibia, proceeded to talk all the trash in the world. And my wife asked if I would defend her honor physically if someone called her out her name.
No.
And I wouldn't. No.
We'll just leave. Get in the car.
honey, grab your purse. Grab your purse.
Lock the door, please, quick. So while waiting for people to call and do that, quick dumb question on my behalf, right? So listen.
There you go. This one already. I just wasn't set up.
Oh, wow.
My bad, Cole. Give me 1 minute. I'll set you up in 1 second. Go ahead.
So, if you were wrongfully placed into an insane asylum, how would you convince them that you're actually sane and not pretending to be sane?
Oh, boy.
Now, this is very, because I feel like the more you try to explain yourself, the crazier you sound.
Yeah, I'm not crazy.
So, where does it stem from? Did you just...
No, it was just a random question that I saw, and I thought it was interesting. So I guess for me, it depends who I'm trying to convince.
This is insane asylum.
Yeah. Because if it's somebody who knows me, like, say, my wife.
They don't know you.
They don't know me. Yeah. So anything I say could be, like, just me, mouthing off.
So how would you convince them?
I'll probably say something like, I want to stay here. It's fine.
And then you sound more crazy. You understand that, right?
I want to leave.
But that's the tricky part with an insane asylum, right? I'm sure they've seen...
It's like the Britney Spears thing.
Right. I'm sure they've seen everything. People who are doctors, lawyers, very well put together, but they just had a moment where they were really off, and they ended up there for a reason. So I think it depends on what reason you were there. So you would have to convince them that reason was either legit or justified, to me at least.
So it doesn't sound like you can get out. It doesn't sound like you can convince.
And it's set up that way, my brother. You understand?
So listen,
you understand.
She said I had to fight for her honor, and
I said no. Let's get ice cream, and then things
now
got
I'm
crazy.
here. Now I'm here. So I'll fight for her honor. Okay.
So let's pretend, though. Darren, you're in the insane asylum.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Say you went off.
Yeah.
Somebody says something to your wife.
Yeah.
You beat them really bad because you haven't fought in a long time. You had a lot of aggression to get out.
Yes.
So they lock you up because you beat somebody this bad. Court case pending, whatever. He initiated, so you're not too worried about that.
Yeah.
But you're trying to explain to them that you do have composure and you're not this maniac. How do you do it?
So in my head, I'm like, I would just explain, like, hey, I don't know what happened. I just kind of blacked out.
That makes you sound crazy.
It sounds worse. And then I would probably laugh about it, and I'd probably it sounds much worse than, Your Honor, please, just listen to me. I'm not trying to make joke, but, Your Honor, please, just listen. And then I'd be like, see, and they'd be like, oh, he's speaking another character.
Oh, dear. Jen,
yes.
How would you get out?
I think I just have to change my address. I'm there now. There's nothing I can say to get out of it.
It's absolutely not. You can't. You almost can't do it.
So I think maybe the closest thing is I'm hanging out with the staff every day. If you come to bring in the pills, hey, Frank, what's up, man? How's your weekend? Everything good? How's the wife? How's the kids? I'm going to show them as much as possible for however many days I'm there that, oh, this guy, man, he don't really need to be here. Hey, Bim, you don't got to worry about taking your meds today. We know you're all right. I'm going to try to convince them every day by being as, quote, normal as possible. I'm going to try.
So you're going to trying to out-psych the psych people.
I'm sitting here thinking the same thing. I'm sitting here thinking the same thing.
But here's the thing. I'm not crazy, though, right?
Neither are they.
Right. So we chopping it up.
Oh.
They come to work. Hey, we work here. I work here, too.
Now you sound crazy.
We just
think
kicking
that
it.
sounds crazy?
Only when you say it out loud.
That sounds insane.
Only when you say it out loud.
That's smooth.
But they can't know what I'm doing. They can't know the scheme.
So yeah, I guess that just means hopefully none of us gets locked up and put into.
I would try to phone a friend.
Okay.
friend.
So,
You know,
which friend though?
Who friend? I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't say her. So my wife first.
Okay.
Thank you.
My wife, baby, you gotta come down. But then she'd probably be locked up too because she'd be, no, he's fine, and then try to drag me out.
Yeah.
But every so often, like we talk to each other. We're like, hey, so, how can I convince you that I'm me for some reason?
Like if you're kidnapped or something.
Yeah. What can you ask me? And we have a few things, but maybe you. Who'd you call?
I don't know. I don't know. I would try to. I don't know anybody important, so I try to think of somebody who has the most connections that I know and call them.
That's a lot of pressure. I don't know. I guess I'd have to call somebody whose number I can remember off the top of my head because they're probably gonna take my phone.
Which
Good
is
luck.
Keep me there.
Right.
I know your number by heart. I don't know yours.
Come on, please. 911. And on that note, we're gonna turn it over to some music. This Burna Boy with Kilomita.
Let's go.
We are back. Pod Squad in the building. WBRU 101.FM.
Can we talk real quick before we get into the topic?
Okay.
Franchise.
Go ahead.
We were given an assignment
Oh boy.
to record a little drop
Yep.
as you're playing it,
Yeah.
right?
You want to hear it?
No.
Please no. Please no.
You are now listening to the Please Delete This podcast on WBRU 360 Degree Black Experience and Sound.
Now, listeners, picture that in some lingerie and some fresh Jordan 1s.
Dead stop.
Yes.
I feel like the camera just pans down and then stops it. Oh.
So I had to yell at my good friend Darren because he kept leaving out the .1 part. And so the fact that he just did that is really funny to me.
Come on.
I had to bring it up.
Man, you don't want to send people to the wrong pot.
They're gonna have a B101 if you don't put the last part on there, bro.
Put your hand
On my shoulder. So, before we came on, because if anyone who knows us, we just kind of freestyle our podcast and we're talking about whatever right now. So we put on our story, what should we talk about on the radio today? And our good friend Jillian said we should talk about our progress with the Get Right Challenge that we have with each other.
Such
12
progress.
days in.
Such progress.
So let's give some background.
Go ahead, Ben.
So I'm fat.
you are not fat.
There's your background. No, so I felt like it was time to get right. I lost a bunch of weight last year before my wedding. Hi, wife. And I said to my friends, hey, I'm out of shape. And I think Jen chimed in afterwards and said, you know what? I'm trying to get right. I got a bike at the house. I got a lot of dust on it. I want to get proper. And Darren just begrudgingly, I guess. So we challenged ourselves on the podcast for accountability purposes so that people can know, hey, these guys are going to do this. Let's see what the end result is for the month of July. So Jillian, first of all, thank you so much for keeping us accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been killing it, doing your thing. And I'm happy to report, okay, that
Hey, listen here.
We actually forgot about it till you sent that message.
exactly. You know,
It wasn't even a thought. It wasn't even a thought.
so you know,
I was like, we in July already.
so very on brand for us. But we will get back to it because fitness is important.
It is.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth, and we ain't getting any younger.
No.
So we're saying it again.
We're recommitting.
We're recommitting.
We're renewing our vows.
Yes.
Ooh, good.
And what do we have a new start date? Do we want to start with August?
No, we gotta start sooner.
Why?
Like next week?
He said why. He said why.
Why wait till August? All right, August.
No.
We'll forget again by August.
Well, Darren, what you?
Like next week.
What's the date?
Like whatever next week is. The 18th.
Like on a
Monday.
Monday. And what's our goal?
Starting Monday.
What we doing?
And
We'll figure that out in the group chat.
Yeah. Now my goal is to lose
banging
weight
on
and
the
be.
table.
Sorry, you're right. It's not my house. Our goal is to be healthy and lose weight. I know my goal is to lose this gut because every morning my son want to look at me and go, "Oh, Daddy, your belly's big. We're gonna exercise." Like,
doggy.
come on, man.
Do you want to tell the other story about
No,
your
I
son?
don't. I do not.
No.
Oh.
You sure?
It's not about him. It's about me.
Didn't your kid beat you in a race?
Thank you. Darren, do you want to address this rumor?
Hey, so the next song, is not time yet. The next song in the list. Yes, my son beat me in a race. I didn't know he was trying.
Darren,
man.
how old is your son?
I forgot.
He's 4.
I forgot.
He's one of those ages.
He's Jen, how old is he?
He's 4.
Hey, listen, let's not talk about him. Let's talk about my oldest kid. Because
That's like 48
the one,
months.
That's the one that's going to
That's less than the time it takes to pay off a car, bro.
He's a whole car note. He's a car term. Let's talk about my oldest kid. That's the one that makes me happy, not the little one.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
He not listening to the radio. He should be taking that right now. My oldest kid is ready to go to college. She's looking up colleges, and she's doing great.
That's so wild.
Isn't it?
That's so crazy.
We were talking about it last night with her, and it's been amazing just to see her actually like being interested in it. She has like 10 schools, and here's the part that worries me a little bit. We got to do tours of these schools, and we were like, "Oh, who do you want to go with? You know, who do you want to take with you?" She's like, "Oh, I think I can have 3 people." So I figure you, Clarabelle, and Mom, and I immediately go, "Oh."
Anyone who's not following, that's his current wife and his ex-wife.
Yes. Now
Darren, you got to give the background.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. You got to give the background, bro. You
listen.
can't just slide that in.
My bad. Because I forget they don't really know. Now, for those who know, I get along with my ex-wife just fine. My wife, good music. It's like the Get Out theme, right? My wife and my ex-wife get along just fine. I get along. We all get along just fine. But the thought of being on a road
Hanging
trip,
out.
right? On a road trip to go down to wherever we going to Chicago. I think one of the schools in Chicago.
You're gonna drive?
You're not driving to Chicago.
Either
bro.
drive or
Do you know where
fly.
Chicago is?
I don't. I don't. Geography is not my strong suit. My wife is like, no, it's not. It's not.
You think it Washington Park?
You take exit 18, no? 95 north? Yeah. But no, I know it's a good length away, but you know, there's 2 schools down there. But anyways, the idea of the 4 of us together, like, makes me happy because it's like for her.
Yeah.
And also scares me because it's like,
This is awkward.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
I'm in danger,
I'm in danger. Yeah. But it's good for my daughter. I'll do it.
of course.
Yeah.
Darren, that's probably the best deflect I've ever heard you do in your life.
And also, this is gonna be the first episode of Oh Darren.
Yes.
Road trip.
So for those who don't know, we're working on a sitcom. We're working on the pilot for Darren's show. It's called Oh Darren. You have to say it like that. Oh Darren.
Oh, Darren.
It's coming soon to WB if that exists or wherever.
It's got either WB or CW. One of the 2.
What's the next tune?
I don't
man?
know. Next up, we got Jay-Z public service announcements. Yeah, announcements.
Allow me to reintroduce
Yeah.
myself. My name is H to the O.
WBRU 101.1 FM. Please leave the squad in the building. Guys, thank you so much for listening and rocking with us. We appreciate it every week. And now we're on the radio, so we appreciate it there. Make sure you follow us on social media platforms. Again, PLSDELTHIS on Instagram, on Twitter, the same handle. Facebook, please delete this. YouTube, please delete this. You can follow us personally, my personal page, DJ DK.
You messed
AY.
up twice. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's so
No,
on
I'm
brand.
sorry, it's an underscore. DJ underscore DKAY. Listen, I already said I didn't do the spelling before a reason. Brother Bim?
Yes. First, I want to thank Franchise once again, my brother.
Always.
Decades known you. You a real one. We finished that bottle. Sorry.
It was for the birthday boy, so.
Showing off. Oh yeah, birthday boy.
Birthday.
Yeah, thank you to everybody that's been listening to the podcast. Honestly,
Hey, how many episodes y'all done so far?
157.
wow. And you had us here, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
thank you. And everybody that's been listening, watching the YouTube videos, tuning in, texting us, messaging us, we appreciate it. Real talk. Keep it up. And we here, man. And you can follow me personally on my Instagram, MRBIM. That's Mr. Bim on Instagram. Anything else, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's not for you.
And yes, once again, thank you to everybody who's been listening. Everybody who knows us knows that I was not trying to do a podcast with my friends at all, and I don't know how we're. No,
She was not.
Not
She
at
was not
all.
for it.
Honestly?
We coerced her into this. We said we'll just do
They
one to
tricked me
try
a
it.
lot.
Why didn't you want to do it?
I don't know what a podcast is. So I showed up one day, and here we are.
There you go. But it worked out, though.
And everybody loves her. She's a star.
And you're a major kid. You're a major kid, too.
Thank you. And so I usually don't do my socials because I'm a weirdo, but I'll share. It's Gensa, GENSAH on Instagram.
Wow.
And even though it's private, if you try to follow me today, I might even accept it.
Wow. One day only. One
So it's a
day.
big
One
deal.
day.
It's kind of a big deal.
We thank God. So,
Jen, you don't want to give the OnlyFans? No?
I gotta set that up a little more.
Okay, cool.
Gotta get the ring light.
so
Lingerie and Jays is called, but it's coming.
Laundry J's.
Laundry Jays. Come on.
It writes itself.
So before we take off, my good friend Jen last week gave me a birthday present. These coupons. I love coupons, but these were like a couple coupons, right? So look at my story. You can see what I did. I was looking through the coupons and I'm like, I need to give one to my wife before I go to work. And I found one that's a sexy photo. Okay, you have. If I give this to you, you must send me a sexy photo. So I happily did it. Gave it to her. I giggled and ran out the house. Oh, I can't wait.
Stop. Is this one of those gifts where it's just a bunch of
coupons,
cards you give to your girlfriend and strip now? And,
yeah. One of those.
Damn, I'm getting old. Go ahead.
So, franchise, I'm so excited. I give it a coupon. I leave for work and I purposely tell myself forget it, right? So later on in the day, it's maybe 1 o'clock or so, and I see I got a WhatsApp message and it says photo. I'm like, ooh. I'm in the office by myself. Cool. I opened it and I see it's a picture of me. And with a caption, this is what I find sexy. I said, you played me, wife. She played me.
So, Darren, how many cards were in that stack that Jen gave you?
There was
roughly?
let's say about 25-ish.
Take them all, burn them. Don't even try it. It's okay. Don't bother.
I don't want to anymore.
Don't bother.
She's just gonna keep swerving.
Yeah.
That was wild.
How your wife curve you? Damn.
Like Matrix. So, needless to say, I was not pleased.
Yeah, your wife can't curve you.
I got home and I just looked at her with a mean, like Tom and Jerry faces. Just pouting. And she was like, I was waiting for you to say something. I was busy at work, so I didn't get a chance to really respond.
You didn't respond because you was mad.
I was mad and
Exactly.
I was busy. Mad and busy.
She didn't give you something worth responding to.
No, this picture of me, I don't find this sexy. So, needless to say, that worked out well. But we worked out a deal where the coupon I give her, she keeps, and then she uses it to give back to me.
No.
So I hope.
How's she telling you how to use your gift?
I came with the rules.
Oh, you came with...
I didn't want to...
Sassy time. It's time to get sassy.
It's sexy behavior.
Speaking of, one last thing before we go. If you don't catch the podcast on the regular streaming platforms, you can always catch us every Monday right here on WBRU from 1 to 2 p.m.
That's true. Yeah.
So make sure you check us out.
Yeah.
Check out WBRU. Keep that app on 24/7.
And shout out franchise.
You almost got it. You almost got it, baby. Want to sample that live.
Hey, we about to head out. Cardi B, up. Enjoy your Monday.
Once again, thank y'all guys. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
I'll always support you guys. I will always support you
We
guys. Like I
appreciate
said,
it. You gotta
from day
come back.
one.
Yes.
Of course, when you invite me back.
We still chasing Mary a little bit too.
Y'all not had Mary up there yet?
Darren failed.
Yeah.
When you invite me, I'll bring her. When you invite me, I'll bring her.
Right.
Thank y'all. All love, always.
Heard that was ugly.